The summer between the first and second year of med school is a confusing time. Part of you wants to relax, knowing that this is the last summer vacation you'll have until graduation, while the other part of you knows that this is a great time to pursue other interests like research, shadowing, and internships. So, what did I do? Well, I did a little bit of both. Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jack Lucero, and I'm an incoming second year med student at George Washington University. So I just recently finished up my summer vacation, and I kind of want to talk a little bit about what I did. I thought that it was a great summer. I enjoyed what I did, and I thought that I used my time pretty well. So with that, to kind of give a little background on why I did what I did, at George Washington, as part of the curriculum, they offer what are essentially elective classes. They're called scholarly concentrations, and there are 8 of them that they offer. They're not required, but most students do them. I joined the health policy scholarly concentration, and as part of that, I was required to complete a summer internship focused on health policy. And so I actually returned to an organization that I interned at a few years ago. It's called Men's Health Network. Now, Men's Health Network is a DC-based nonprofit organization focused on improving the health of men, boys, and their families. The main projects that I worked on while at MHN were helping to edit a book that MHN has written about cardiovascular health. I helped in the promotion of Men's Health Month, which happened back in June. And then the big main project was helping to gain support from members of Congress for a bill that focuses on improving men's health. So first, the book. This is it. It's called Heartbeat. About 10 years ago, MHN and its partners got together and wrote this book, but now they're updating it with new guidelines, medications, and practices that have changed over the years. Personally, I'm very interested in cardiovascular health, so I was really excited about this project and I was glad to help. It took about a third of my time, which is perfect because there were like 3 big projects that I had to do, and so this one kind of fit right in with my timeline. So now the next big project was helping with the promotion of Men's Health Month. So Men's Health Network is the main organization that sponsors Men's Health Month, which again was in June. And before the pandemic, they had a really good presence on Capitol Hill. During the week that was Men's Health Week, they would go to Capitol Hill and offer free health screenings to pretty much anyone in the community. There were some members of Congress who would come, but mostly it was like staffers from the offices and employees at the buildings. Unfortunately now with new safety regulations on the Hill, they aren't able to do that. So most of the promotion was done online and through outreach to different mayors and governors requesting that they send in proclamations that just say that they are supporting men's health and that they recognize Men's Health Month in their city and state. And these are kind of what the proclamations look like. So they're pretty official, but they would send them into our office and we basically then just had to organize them by city and state, whether it was a mayor or a governor, and then upload it on the website so that they were all there for everyone to see. If you're interested in kind of viewing those, I'll put the link to those in the description and you can check those out. So now the fun one. This is HR 5986, also known as the Men's Health and Improvement Act. This bill was introduced last year during the 117th Congress in the House of Representatives, and its main purpose is to open an Office of Men's Health within the Department of Health and Human Services. It's meant to directly mirror the Office of Women's Health, which was opened back in 1991 through a very similar authorization bill. Since the opening of the Office of Women's Health, there have been great improvements in women's health. And HHS actually has a really great document that shows 30 improvements in women's health over the last 30 years. But some of the big ones are increased life expectancy, increased participation in preventive screenings such as mammograms, and decreased breast cancer death rates. The success of the Office of Women's Health is what would make the Office of Men's Health so valuable. The language of the bill talks about how the opening of the Office of Men's Health could have similar improvements in life expectancy, preventive care participation, and cancer survival rates, just like the Office of Women's Health did. Not to mention it would save the US a ton of money, upwards of $480 billion each year. Yeah, billion with a B. And all this research is linked in the description. So with this bill, I had the opportunity to meet with many legislative aides, directors, and even a few congressmen and senators themselves to discuss the importance of this bill and how it not only would improve the health of men, but also their families and reduce the health disparities between men and women. If you are interested in learning more about this bill, I have a lot of information linked in the description. Feel free to check that out. And if you feel so inclined to offer your support, please reach out to your member of Congress and let them know about HR 5986. The experience of being on Capitol Hill and involving myself with health policy making was something that I could only do in Washington, D.C. We were able to make some great connections and get some good interest in the bill, and I really hope that I'm able to see this bill pass one day. While this internship took up most of my summer, it was not the only thing I did. I definitely did a little bit of traveling, caught up on some TV, and enjoyed the time off. I am, however, excited for school to start up again, and then I can officially call myself a second-year med student. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching.